If you've been shopping for a compliance automation tool, you've almost certainly come across Drata. It's one of the most well-funded players in the space and consistently shows up at the top of comparison lists. But what does the product actually do? Who's it really built for? And where does it fall short? Here's the full picture. Drata is a compliance automation platform. Like most tools in the space, the core idea is to replace the manual screenshot heavy work that goes into getting audit ready. You connect your cloud infrastructure, your identity tools, your HR systems, and Drata monitors everything continuously, collects evidence automatically, and maps it to the framework you're targeting. It supports over 26 frameworks: SOC 2, ISO 27001, HIPAA, GDPR, PCI DSS, FedRAMP, and more. And one of its genuine strengths is multi-framework control mapping. If you're doing SOC 2 today and plan to add ISO 27001 next year, Drata reuses overlapping controls rather than making you start from scratch. Now let's get into what the product actually does. Starting with the foundation, the automated evidence collection. Drata connects to your cloud environment and continuously monitors your security controls. Things like encryption settings, MFA enforcement, access logs, and configuration drift. As one reviewer put it, it saves time with proof collection and system checks that run automatically daily, eliminating repetitive screenshot work. That's the core value, and by most accounts, it delivers. Audit Hub. This is one of the Drata's most distinctive features. Audit Hub is a dedicated collaboration workspace where your team and your auditors work together inside the platform. Evidence requests, approvals, and documentation all happen in one place. No more email threads, no more lost attachments. As one reviewer noted, Audit Hub consolidates requests and approvals in one location, reducing email threads and preventing lost documentation. For teams going through their first audit, this alone reduces a lot of friction. Multi-framework control mapping. If you're managing compliance across multiple frameworks, Drata's control mapping lets you satisfy overlapping requirements with the same evidence. You map a control once, and it applies wherever it's needed. For companies with a roadmap that goes beyond a single certification, this is a meaningful efficiency gain. Trust Center, a branded security page you can share with enterprise prospects to show your compliance status in real time. Drata calls it a trust page. Instead of attaching PDFs or filling out the same security questionnaire for every new prospect, you send them a link. It's included in the platform through some automation features, though some automation features for it require higher tiers. AI-powered questionnaire automation. Drata has AI-assisted tooling for responding to security questionnaires, the kind enterprise buyers send before signing a contract. It pulls answers from your monitored controls and policy library, so responses are backed by live data rather than something someone wrote 6 months ago. Vendor risk management. Built-in VRM lets you manage third-party security reviews inside the platform. Send questionnaires to vendors, track responses, and flag risk, all without switching tools. Worth noting, some reviewers have called out Drata's VRM as less mature than competitors. So if VRM is a core workflow for you, it's worth testing this specifically. Drata Agent, a lightweight agent deployed on an employee devices that checks device posture, whether machines are encrypted, have endpoint protection running, and meet your security baseline. Required evidence for many SOC 2 controls, and it runs in the background without much engineering overhead. Risk Register. Drata has a built-in risk register for identifying, documenting, and tracking risks over time, required for ISO 27001 in particular and useful for SOC 2 as well. Policy management, a template library of pre-vetted information security policies that you customize for your company. Auditors have already accepted the underlying structure, which removes a lot of guesswork from policy writing. Integration breadth. 120 plus native integrations covering AWS, GCP, Azure, GitHub, GitLab, Okta, etc. For a cloud-native team on mainstream tooling, setup is typically smooth. For less common or on-premises environments, some reviewers note extra configuration is generally needed. The reviews are generally strong. On G2, Drata scores 4.8 out of 5 with over 1,000 reviews. Support quality is highly rated, which is exceptional. Ease of use comes in pretty good. For a platform of this depth, those are good numbers. Users consistently highlight 3 things. The automation genuinely works and reduces manual compliance work significantly. The Audit Hub makes the audit process less painful, and the support team is responsive and knowledgeable. Where reviews get mixed. Setup complexity for organizations with multiple entities or non-standard environments. Some integration troubleshooting required for less common tools, and renewal pricing surprises. The 20 to 40% price increases at renewal are a recurring theme in reviews, similar to what you see with Vanta. Drata doesn't publish a public price list. Based on what's reported across the market, the foundation tier, single framework up to 50 employees, runs roughly $7,500 to $15,000 per year. The advanced tier, which adds more frameworks and risk workflows, runs from 15 grand to 50 grand, and enterprise is generally above 50 grand. Additional frameworks add between $1,500 to $7,500 each. The audit itself, conducted by a licensed CPA firm, is separate, starting at $5,000 for a SOC 2 Type 1 and $7,000 plus for a Type 2, depending on the scope and the firm. Drata is strongest for cloud-native SaaS companies that are planning for multi-framework compliance over the long term. Not just getting through one audit, but building a continuous compliance program. If you have a dedicated security or engineering lead managing compliance, a modern tech stack, and a roadmap that includes multiple certifications, Drata is a strong fit. The high support scores suggest the product is well backed by the team, and for companies going through the compliance process for the first time, the handholding does matter. For early stage teams under 50 people doing compliance for the first time, Drata is a significant platform. The depth is there, but so is the complexity. Getting fully set up requires coordination across engineering, HR, IT, and the cost model scales with headcount as you hire. So as you hire, the bill grows. If you are a seed or a Series A startup that needs to get SOC 2 done to close a deal, CompliJet is built specifically for this. It's not an enterprise tool trying to serve startups on the side. It's built from the ground up for early stage SaaS companies doing compliance for the first time. The first thing that's different, the pricing is public. It's right there on the website. No demo required, no sales call to unlock a number. The model is flat per company, not per seat, so the cost stays the same as you grow. 350 plus integrations, automated evidence collection, a trust center, and white glove support built for startups going through this for the first time. Under $10,000 all in. No add-ons, no per seat pricing, no renewal surprises. Drata is a genuinely well-built platform. The reviews back that up. So if you are early stage and want a faster, more affordable path to compliance, check out CompliJet.